Are you ready to live boldly, full out, and on your terms? It's time to wake up, overcome your fears, and embrace uncertainty. Access your power and claim your dreams. It's time for Tuck Talk with Tuck Self, the Rebel Belle. Join us now for inspiring conversation and bold self-expression. Now here is your host, the Rebelicious Tuck Self.
My name is Tuck Self, and I am a Study-a-holic. Today's podcast session today is an admission on my part that I am a Study-a-holic. I am a student of life. I friggin' love to learn. You know, I've been this way as long as I can remember. Give me something to stimulate my thinking, to challenge my brain, to get me to ponder and contemplate, and I am on it. You know, people in my life have actually called me obsessive and compulsive about how I learn and study, saying, slow down, Tuck. Why are you studying so hard? Why are you working so hard? Stop it, stop it. And I can't would be my reply. I'm having too much fun because I love to learn. And this is coming from deep inside, you all. You know, when I was in grade school, you could have found me upstairs in my bedroom at my desk with neatly piled stacks of fireballs, Squirrel Nuts, and Mary Janes. And I would be chomping and learning. And this was actually the highlight of my day. You know, it was the same in college. You could find me with my lapboard in my dorm room, sitting on my bed. However, this time I was eating mixed peanut butter and jelly on graham crackers until at least 3 a.m. in the morning, studying and learning. And you know, what's interesting is it didn't stop there. It continued throughout my career. When I worked as an accountant, it really wasn't enough that I was able to learn and become proficient at a new job like a true study-aholic. At that company, I had to roll in their insurance courses so that I could learn and study a little bit more. You know, it really did fuel my heart and it empowered my soul. And you know, every evening and even on weekends sometimes, starting at 7 a.m., you'd find me in my office at home studying, and with passion, I might add. This time, however, I didn't have my Squirrel Nuts and my Mary Janes and my graham crackers. This time, you all, it was coffee, and I'm embarrassed to say cigarettes. I have kicked that habit years ago, thank God. However, I was in my study-aholic flow. Yes, I was. You know, as the years have passed, my enthusiasm for learning has continued to grow. I love having new material to immerse myself in. I do. I'm just excited and pumped up every time I find a new book or a workshop or a seminar or a body of work that expands my edges, that challenges and inspires, again, my thinking. And today, you know, still today, you all, people come around and they ask me, okay, Tuck, so what are you learning new today? Who and what do we want to know? What's your latest and favorite book? Who has you inspired? Okay, so how come I share this story with you today? Well, first of all, it's because I love a really good laugh, and it cracks me up every time I think about my passion for learning with fireballs and Mary Janes and Squirrel Nuts. Good laugh at myself. And secondly, because I've pondered over the years and I've asked myself, you know, what is it about studying and learning that makes me feel so good? How come I am so passionate about learning new things? Is it a healthy thing? Is it an unhealthy thing? Am I obsessive compulsive? And am I an obsessive compulsive study-aholic of life? You know what? Maybe I am. But at this point in my life, I gotta say, who cares? I just know I love to learn. I am a seeker. I'm a lifelong learner. I am a student. And I am a study-aholic of life. You know, I'll share with you that a few years back, I received a CD from one of my favorite people and mentors at that time, Abraham-Hicks. And Abraham shared a story about a woman who had discovered fly fishing. And this particular woman found herself compulsively, obsessively, and compulsively, you all, fly fishing. And she was having the time of her life. She was loving it, having a blast. And she was questioning her zeal for doing this thing that she loved, much like I am, at the expense of herself and the other people in her life. And so she asked, was this passion or obsession? Now, I was inspired by Abraham's response to her. Therefore, I had the thought to share and paraphrase the story in her response today. So the woman says, I love fly fishing, to Abraham. It makes my eyes spin, but I feel like I'm not taking care of my life. To which Abraham responds, what aspect of fly fishing gives you this feeling of exhilaration? Is it being outside, near the water, setting aside everything that feels important that you've been dragging around and just being at one? And the woman's reply was, you know what? It's all of that and more, and I'm learning something, Abraham. Abraham's response, you, my dear, have found a way nearly to have pure positive thought. You are outside in the fresh air with others. You are enthusiastic about what you're doing. You're focused. You're attentive. And in your focusing, you can't have other things activated that are uncomfortable for you, like a house that needs to be cleaned, or chores that you don't want to do. When you are focused, getting all full of you, your source energy joins you. And I'm going to say that again so that both you and I can hear it. When you are focused, getting all full of you, your source energy joins you. She continues, your greatest desire is to come into alignment with who you are. Your greatest discovery of the sport has allowed you to align and connect completely, and you feel elation because you're doing something that causes an unabashed connection with who you are. Source energy adores fly fishing with you. It's life-giving in nature. However, because it's so uncommon for you to be selfish and to please yourself, you're messing it up with guilt about what you should be doing, when nothing is more important for you to be doing right now than connecting with the fullness of who you are. When you do, you have so much more of you and your time to give away. I'll say that again. Because it is so uncommon for you to be selfish and please yourself, you are messing it up with guilt and shame about what you should be doing, and nothing is more important for you to be doing right now than to be connecting with the fullness of who you are. When you do, you have much more of you and your time to give away. That is a fabulous, fabulous concept, isn't it? That inspires me, you all. In my life, studying is, for me, pure positive thought. I am focused and I am fully connected to my source, doing what I love to do. Can you feel it when I even talk about it? So I have a question. How about you? What do you love to do? What gives you that feeling of exhilaration that Abraham speaks about? What are you obsessively, compulsively passionate about? And more importantly, do you give yourself permission to do it? Do you give yourself permission to do it? You know what? Give it a fly. Actually, give it a try. Feel your connection to the fullness of who you are. Feel it, feel it, feel it. Thank you all so much for listening to Tuck Talk today. Given anything has resonated with you, I invite you to reach out to me by email, tuck@therebelbelle.com. Tell your friends about our podcasts. Invite them to listen, and be sure that you return again and join us to listen next week.